The Battlefield 6 Battle Royale mode has opened to mostly negative reviews on Steam. It's improved to mixed at the time of recording, but is definitely still rough around the edges. It's not perfect. There is of course room for improvement, but there's one thing nagging at me that I really think is ruining the experience. This is Fetal Giraffe. Let's stampede on into it. Let's set aside the OP vehicles for now and the glitchy final circle that sometimes doesn't recognize there's only one team left. What I'd like to zone is the tick rate. Although Battlefield 6's tick rate is better overall compared to other games, Battle Royale games specifically, it doesn't make 30Hz tick rate a good idea. In the early game, you can feel that the server just isn't as crispy as it could be. There are definitely times where I'm clearly behind a wall on my screen, but I still do somehow get damaged or die. The Redsec BR starts at 30Hz and then ramps up to 60 at the final. In my opinion, 60Hz really is the bare minimum for FPS games. Games like Counter-Strike have 120Hz and they're more competitive servers, and with anything less than 60Hz, the game just feels off. Now, I've not touched too much of Apex, Warzone, or PUBG, but a big part of that is because of the servers. If I can clearly tell that I'm hitting an enemy, I want a server that can match that. In other genres of games that don't require quick reactions or precise shooting, then of course a lower tick rate is acceptable. EA's comparison excuse of different BR games is just not good enough. If you really want to be better and you really want to dominate the BR space, then bump it up to 60 from the start. If we can get some more competitive servers that are 120Hz in BR or otherwise, I think it would really change the face of Battlefield. Now of course Battlefield means different things to different people. For myself, no matter what FPS game I'm playing, I'm always trying to be as competitive as possible. If you're a more casual player, I've got absolutely no problem with that. However, the nature of the beast is that FPS games are competitive. Players have already been complaining about hit registration and bloom. With these lower tick rates, these issues can feel 5 times worse. Now of course, this issue isn't a make or break for everybody. If players are transitioning from Warzone, in some respects it's a minor upgrade, though playing most of the match at 30Hz is going to feel essentially the same. I'm not entirely sure if EA's goal is to steal away all of the Warzone players, but they've clearly implemented things into the BR to entice them. I think they've done a decent job at differentiating, but it would be really great if they could improve the backbone. Maybe to some people none of this matters, and maybe if they die in some BS way because of the server, it's not a huge deal. Of course, with online games we can't remove the online server component, but it's specifically because of that fact that the server shouldn't be 30Hz. You want people to lose in a match because of their skill. Dying to poor netcode or low tick rates is just not good. It feels terrible. Please like and subscribe for more Battlefield 6 content. Being in the IT space, maybe I'm a bit more sensitive to these types of issues. However, I think for the average player it's pretty obvious. Go join a game of Conquest or Breakthrough, play for 15 minutes, quit, and then go load into BR. I guarantee that the first person you start shooting at, you'll notice it just doesn't feel the same. That's the server. That's the low tick rate. People want to have a good, fun, competitive experience. Removing all barriers to this is key to having a successful game. Now, I'm not saying that this problem is going to doom Battlefield 6. Overall, I'm having a ton of fun in Breakthrough, but DICE, EA, this is an area you have to improve in. You can't just have a good, well thought out game mode and then let it run on 30Hz servers. It's just not a good idea. It's kind of akin to pairing an i3 with an RTX 5090. I think nobody would say that's a good idea, even if you don't know much about computer specs. I really hope that they can improve this area. I really hope that we can see some 120Hz servers for the more competitive aspect, and it would be great to see at least 60Hz across the board. If you want to win over those Warzone players, give them a good reason. Show them that your BR is super responsive, your hits are registered properly, and you're only going to lose because of things within your control. Also, please improve the netcode overall. No one wants to die because of poor hit registration. So, let me know your thoughts down below. Can you notice the server difference between Battle Royale and Conquest? Would you like to see DICE improve in this area? And what are some other improvements that you would like to see overall in Battlefield 6? Let's discuss down below. If you enjoyed this type of content and want to see more related to Battlefield 6 and other games, please consider subscribing, and I will see you all in the next one.